Hello there survivors, and welcome back to another video in ARK Survival Ascended. Today we're back here on my little Greek island where I'm building a little town using mostly the Astraeos custom cosmetic skins. Today we're mostly taking a look at the new Greek temple that I built and finished, which was designed as a Dino Pen for your tames. So it has plenty of space on the inside, both in the main hall as well as on top for some of your flyers. So it doesn't have a lot of interior design going on for it, but I wanted to give you as much space as possible if you like breeding. And please do let me know down in the comments below if you want to see a full step-by-step tutorial on how to build this yourselves. Besides that, not much has changed in the little Greek town. I do have a new little temple that you might have seen somewhere. But yeah, let's go around and take a quick look at the new additions. Here we go. This is the big Greek temple. As you can see, we started this in a live stream a while back now, but I finally managed to get around and finish the other side of the build and do a little bit of the interior, and I quite like it. I mean, it's not the most complicated build. It's quite a simple design. It's a very typical Greek temple as you might expect it to be. I do really like the touch with the little statue pedestals on top of the roof as well as on the little front label here. Just having that little lip with some extra statues adds a really cool vibe to the place, in my opinion. And yeah, you get a really cool look. So besides the Astraeos cosmetics here, I've used some of the Roman skins as well to give myself a little bit more statues, as well as the braziers and the torches that you'll see inside. But of course, that's all optional. You could definitely just use the normal stuff if you don't have that cosmetic either. Before we get into it, if you have suggestions for all the builds that you'd like to see here in the Astraeos Greek style on the island, for my little town mostly, I think I need to start adding some town buildings like tavern, the blacksmith maybe, you know, stuff like that. Let me know in the comments below. And of course, useful ARK builds, I guess we will try and integrate as much as we can. So there we go. We have the whole temple. I really like the little statue designs and being able to walk around it. There's a few entrances here to the side, which kind of, I guess, serve as the main entrances because of the weird location my temple has. Because the main entrance, which would be this side, it's, well, you could still get there, but it's a little bit of an awkward corner. But still, you do have plenty of space to get around it. And you have the side entrance, which is also quite big. And then you have this entrance right here. I do really like the fact that it is on this little corner rock. It has some really cool views to it, as you can see, which is quite nice. And yeah, it just feels like a good place for a temple like this. And yeah, most importantly, of course, was being able to fit a bunch of tames inside. So I've tried to fill it up with a bunch of tames to kind of showcase that. But yeah, I like the scale of it. It feels like a proper big temple here. When you walk up the stairs, we got some of the Roman cosmetic statues here with these lions. We have some of the braziers here. And I like that you're able to walk around the entire outside as well, just using these little corridors that are here with all the pillars. And then we have another side entrance here, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of space here on the inside, on purpose, of course. You can see it's quite tall, even though we added a whole floor in. Of course, if you want more space, oh, I see I forgot some little additions everywhere. But yeah, if you want more space, of course, you could have some of the roof open and maybe have some more height that way. Although you can see cart chests fit inside. Even the Dinotherium with its saddle fits inside as well. I did add, of course, a little bit of the pillars into each corner. You could leave those out if you want more space, but I wanted to have at least a little bit of details going on. Yeah, but those corners, I guess, help divide the rooms in different parts. I also really like the torch skins of the Roman custom cosmetic, which get these little little baskets for the flames, which is really cool. You can see cartridges out here, and I've got these little corners kind of dressed up as like dedicated areas, maybe for your embryos and your trade storage, and of course cryos all the way around. We've got some hatching spots as well with air conditioning more cryos here, of course, and we got some of those big elephants around to kind of showcase this scale. And of course, they're quite new, so, you know, felt like a good time to show off that you could easily have a few of them in here. And then got another hatching spot, as well as the Cyclops from the Astraeos modded creatures that are like a companion mod for the servers if you run the game without, of course, being on official servers. But yeah, they're quite cool. They're not as big as I expected. I expected them to be like more on the scale of gigas, I guess, but this is actually way easier because they can definitely now easily fit inside here. And then we got some minotaurs over on this side. But yeah, I kind of like these areas with the pillars because it kind of gives you room for maybe each corner for specific creatures, which is a little bit more easy to get organized, I suppose. But again, if you need more space, you just take out the pillars and you have plenty of space to use. We got a lot of those nice big tall windows all the way around as well, and of course plenty of entrances that are big enough to get in and out, fly in and out, whatever you want. And then yeah, walk around it, go enjoy the rest of your survival adventure. And then of course we have the entire top layer. Now I have a wooden elevator platform here because, well, the wood fits more with the Greek vibe. But of course, if you want to be a little bit more practical, you probably want to use a metal platform. But if you take it up, you will get to like the attic. I've basically just added a bunch of hay around the sides to bring a little bit of life to it. But again, left it quite open here to kind of showcase the size. You can see you can easily fit some wyverns up here if you want to breed those in your big temple. We got a rhino nether with this custom cosmetic skin I found. I found that quite funny. Turning it into a giant queen bee. That looks quite cool. And then I've got the modded dragon as well from Dragon's Kingdom that are really cool too. And I love the little animations they've got, like a little sleeping dragon. And we've got some RGs here as well. So yeah, you definitely have a decent amount of space up here. There's a lot of room still here to do breeding. So even if you run out of space down below, there's enough space up here to do some decent breeding, even for bigger creatures. And with the big elevator platform, you can easily bring things up and down. You could add a little bit more details. I was thinking of maybe adding in some like railings alongside the ramps to kind of create some supports. But again, this was mostly designed about being practical to breed in, so leaving lots of room on the inside to actually do all of your breeding needs. Whereas, you know, if you brighten the place up and you make it look really good, you usually take away a little space with all the decoration. So that's why it's a little bit more bare bones. But yeah, you do have a good amount of space here to work with, which was kind of the most important thing. And this, of course, are some of the bigger creatures that you might use. You can definitely get away with that. But if you use normal creatures, like normal sized creatures, you're going to have plenty of space to work with. So that's going to be very nice. And of course, if you don't want to use it just as a Dino Pen, you could easily turn the inside into some kind of base, create different rooms, whatever you need, just to kind of, you know, make sure that you have plenty of space for all your crafting and storage and whatever you want to do besides just the breeding. But yeah, it's mostly just a breeding barn. This is a cool Greek take on it, making it look very cool. And then if we continue back to the island, of course, we've been working on this town for a while. We have the lovely gardens with the tribe tower. We have the stables, the villa. We have the warehouse, the little starter house. We have the docks with their beautiful shrines and big entrance here. But we now also have a dodo temple dedicated to the one and only Mr. Lulz at Lance that you might know. We recently did a little video for April Fools where yeah, some things happened. I see, I've got a little dodo. That's what happens if he visits. Yeah, if you want to see what happened, you might want to check out that video. But yeah, we got a lovely temple here now, which is quite simple. If you want to see the tutorial, I'll try to link it in this video. You might have to press the little eye icon. But yeah, there we go. We got a little shrine here with, you know, don't ask any questions, but for some reason there's a there's a lot of arse here. And Lance is passed out beneath his own arse, which, that tends to happen, I suppose. We'll give him his dodo back. And, yeah, we'll not mention this for the rest of it. This is just now in our town. So yeah, as I said, I probably want to start adding in some town buildings to actually make it into a Greek town. So having a tavern, blacksmith, apothecary, you know, stuff like that. Maybe some archery things. Maybe a lighthouse would be really cool as well. Bathhouse would be cool. Just gonna have to see how much space I have and maybe think of some ways that we could actually turn it into also being useful for ARK. But yeah, you know me, I like to build just pretty cool projects, and it's time to make the Greek town an actual Greek town. We have some of the utility buildings like the stables, the villa, we've got the big barn now, the big Dino Pen, so I feel like it's time to get some more of the buildings in if I've got the time to do it. So that's probably what we'll get started with whenever we next work on this project. But yeah, you might have seen I've also been busy with another village building project using the castles, keeps and forts mod. So we'll take we'll take whatever we prefer working on at the time, but definitely want to build some more Greek buildings soon. Anyway, with that being said, I think that is everything that I wanted to show you today, so hopefully you enjoyed. Mostly, of course, the big temple Dino Pen, and again, let me know if you'd like to see a full step-by-step build tutorial for this one in the comments down below, and suggestions for any future builds you would like to see are welcome as well. As always, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you around in the next video or stream. Goodbye.